You have Agatha All Alone, season finale, part 2 review. Let's do it. One thing that caught me off guard was the fact they decided to do like a flashback in the last episode. Now, granted, you usually see it in like mid-season or the episode before like the season finale. But it was something new to me. I don't know if it happened to y'all. But anyway, we have Agatha here giving birth. And who appears? Rio, Lady Death, letting her know that she only has a short period of time with her son, and the only thing she can do at this moment is give her time. And what you proceed to see is Agatha with her child, and she comes across a coven. When I saw this smile, I was like, oh yeah, she is up to no good, because you know Agatha is always on some BS. And when she comes across this coven, it lets me know that the main reason she is taking out covens is to pretty much preserve her child's life. Then it fast forwards to like 6 years later. Now, granted, the child is like, of age. And with being a child of age, 9 times out of 10, over the course of these 6 years, she has been repeating the same thing. To the point where we get a glimpse of her child and he decides to steal something from witches who he runs away from. And they come in here and Agatha proceeds to take their power. And it made me realize in this moment while they're having their family time, it really shows you a mother's love and that she's willing to do anything given this time. And in this moment, he's asking her, why are we going out here getting rid of witches? And she's just like, hey, that's just what we do. And she's using her son as bait to ultimately lead these witches to their demise. To the point where you have this lady right here, you can't see my finger, but I think the orange hair, sandy brown hair, anyway. She's asking in that moment, how do you know that tone, which is the witch's robe? Then, unfortunately, you have her son, Nicholas, who unfortunately gets up, kisses his mother, and follows Rio into what we know as the afterlife. In this particular moment, you see Agatha just really be in denial. She wakes up. His body is there, but he's no longer in the physical realm. And while she's having her grief, that same woman I was talking about pops up, asks about the witch's robe. And seeing Agatha, it's just her faces that give it away. She says, you know what, I could lead you there. And the same song that she sung with the witches in the beginning of the season, she was doing over the course of time. And you see from different time eras this is nothing new to her. A part of me wanted to be like, okay, is this because she is grieving? Or was she already doing this before she had her child? Because everything leads back up to this moment right before they go on the witch's robe. But here's the kicker. The witch's robe was made by Billy. That let us know that everybody who faced a demise on the witch's robe was because of Billy, and Billy had a hard time taking that in. And in that same scene, in the first part of the season finale, he turns around, guess who it is? Agatha. This is where they have a heart-to-heart moment, talking about he is the main reason, like I said, and that all along, the witch's robe, including the ballot, was all a con to have witches give her power. Then we see Jennifer, who comes out of the ground, having a realization I'm out of the witch's robe, and she is relieved and she is happy, which leads her to leave off with us to where she is going to appear. I don't know next, but I will be highly thrilled to see where it goes. Billy ends up going back to the house that Agatha was staying in, and Billy comes back to the doors, and at this time, he's about to cast a spell. Agatha decides to pop up back again, hey, I know you got my ring and everything, woo. Will Billy be distraught as he is casting a spell? He's pretty much just trying to get rid of Agatha at this moment because he feels like she is the cause just by how he's acting. But little does he know that he is the reason why those people face their demise. And in that moment, she smacks it out of his hand, talking about, I don't want to face him, which is alluding to her son. And that makes me feel that she's assuming that her son has some animosity towards her. The only way I could see us seeing her son again is when her character arc is finished and she's no longer need of use in the MCU. But only time will tell. In this moment, Billy decides not to cast her out. And so what happens? He gets rid of the door and pays respects to the people who did not make it back from the road. And in this moment, you see a team up with Billy and Agatha, who are on the lookout for Billy's brother. Now, the question for me is, will Billy get a spinoff? And I know they have been alluding to a Young Avengers. Will it be portrayed in that? Again, we're just going to have to see. Honestly, I prefer part 1 over part 2. The reason being, you really saw it from Agatha's perspective on why she did what she did, because it clearly shows you that a mother love is strong and she is willing to do anything and everything just to spend time with her child. When I was watching this, I felt it in my heart. I felt sorry for her. It was really one of those moments where I really enjoy content where when you connect with a character, it's like you feel their pain to the point where it's like I even wanted to shed a tear for her. But besides that, overall, top tier series. I cannot wait to see where Billy goes.